Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why do I look more tired than I feel? It happens to many women after 60, not because we've lost our glow, but because some clothing choices accidentally dull it. As we age, our style doesn't need to disappear, it just needs to evolve. But here's the truth, some fashion details, even small ones, can make us look older than we really are. It's not about hiding our age, it's about wearing what lifts us up, not weighs us down. Sometimes it's a neckline that closes off the face, or shoulder pads that throw off our proportions. Even certain patterns or fabric textures can draw attention away from the beauty that's already there. This isn't about chasing trends or trying to look 30 again. It's about clearing away the distractions and letting your real elegance shine, because what you wear should reflect the vibrant woman you still are. In this video, we'll walk through the most common outfit details that unintentionally age us, and more importantly, what to wear instead. Small changes can have a big impact. Let's start with confidence, a fresh perspective, and a mirror that finally smiles back. Tip 1. Avoid boxy cuts. They hide more than they help. One of the most common fashion traps for women over 60 is the boxy cut. You know the one. It's wide, shapeless, and hangs straight down from the shoulders like a curtain. These pieces are often sold as comfortable or relaxed, but in reality, they erase all your natural curves and add unnecessary visual weight. Let's be clear, comfort is important. But clothes that are comfortable should still fit your body, not cover it like a tarp. Boxy jackets, tops, and dresses tend to make the body look wider and shorter. They remove any hint of shape from the waist, soften the shoulders too much, and make the torso appear bulky. The result? A silhouette that looks heavier and older than it actually is. This happens because, as we age, our bodies change. Sometimes we lose definition in the waist, or our posture shifts slightly. So it's tempting to hide behind loose fabrics, thinking we're masking flaws. But what really happens is that we lose structure and energy in our overall appearance. The eyes can't find a focal point, and that makes us look tired, even if we feel perfectly alive. So what should you wear instead? Look for garments with gentle tailoring, not stiff or tight, but softly shaped. Go for princess seams, slight darts at the bust, or a wrap-style top that gently cinches at the waist. Opt for dresses that follow your natural lines, even if they're not body-hugging. A little structure goes a long way. You can also try layering in ways that bring back shape without discomfort. A softly tailored blazer over a tank top or a lightweight cardigan with a belt can add dimension without squeezing you. Think draped structure, not boxy camouflage. Let me give you a real-world example. Linda, a 67-year-old who loved oversized tunics, told me she always felt invisible in photos. We adjusted her wardrobe to include slightly fitted tops with scooped necklines and side shaping. The difference was stunning. She didn't look younger in an artificial way. She looked more confident, visible, and very much herself. Here's a small but powerful trick. Pay attention to shoulder seams. If they fall far below your actual shoulder, your frame will look droopy. When the seam aligns with the top of your shoulder, your posture and energy instantly look lifted. And lastly, trust your reflection. If a piece of clothing makes you feel hidden, frumpy, or like you're blending into the background, it's not helping you shine. Your clothes should support your spirit, not suppress it. Tip 2. Say no to high tight necklines. They weigh the face down. One of the most overlooked style details that can age a woman instantly is the high tight neckline. Think turtlenecks that hug the neck too tightly, mock necks that rise without shape, or round neck tops that sit stiffly at the collarbone. While these styles may seem modest or warm, they often work against you, especially after 60. Here's why. As we age, the skin around our jawline and neck becomes more delicate. A high neckline draws attention directly to that area. Instead of elongating the neck or lifting the face, it creates a crowded look, making the face seem heavier, rounder, and more closed off. It also flattens the upper body, offering no break between the chin and chest. In photos or real life, This can add unnecessary years to your appearance. Also, tight necklines can make posture seem more slouched, even if you're standing tall. Without a little visual space at the neck, the whole upper body can appear stiff, rigid, and overly formal, none of which help create a youthful, relaxed vibe. What should you wear instead? Open, relaxed necklines such as scoop necks, soft V-necks, or draped necklines create space and flow. These shapes draw the eye upward and outward, subtly lifting your face and softening your entire look. If you prefer coverage, consider a neckline that widens at the shoulders instead of climbing up the neck. Boat necks or square necklines are fantastic choices. An open neckline also lets you highlight accessories, like a delicate necklace or your natural collarbone, that bring light and interest to your upper half. Just a few inches of openness at the neckline can dramatically change your facial proportions, making the face appear longer, slimmer, and more vibrant. Real example. Susan, 64, used to wear turtlenecks daily, thinking they hid her neck and gave her a classic look. But when she tried on a soft V-neck with a scarf draped loosely around her collarbone, her whole appearance changed. She looked brighter, lighter, and more elegant, without revealing anything uncomfortable. If you do love turtlenecks, wear them in soft, stretchable knits with a loose drape and pair them with a longer necklace or jacket to break up the block of fabric. Remember this key idea: what frames your face shapes your presence. A neckline that lifts, opens, and breathes will always help you look more radiant. Not because it hides anything, but because it lets you be seen. Tip 3. Overdoing black. When classic turns harsh. Black is timeless. It's elegant, slimming, easy to pair, and always in fashion. But for women over 60, wearing too much black, especially near the face, can have the opposite of the desired effect. Instead of sophistication, it can create a harsh, draining look that dulls the skin, deepens lines, and adds unwanted age. As we get older, our skin loses some of its natural pigment and luminosity. Black, being the most contrast-heavy shade, absorbs light rather than reflecting it. This means that when you wear black close to your face, like a black turtleneck, blouse, or scarf, it can cast shadows that accentuate wrinkles, sagging, or under-eye circles. The result? You look more tired than you feel. This doesn't mean black is forbidden, but it does mean you need to be strategic about how and where you wear it. Keep black away from your face. Instead, wear it on the lower half of your body. Black pants, skirts, or shoes can still offer all the benefits of the color without drawing attention away from your face. If you must wear black near your face, break it up. Add a colorful scarf, statement earrings, a bright lip, or a jacket in a softer tone. Layer black with texture, lace, knit, silk, to add softness and depth. Better yet, experiment with alternative darks: deep navy, rich burgundy, smoky gray, forest green. These colors have the same slimming and chic qualities as black, but with less contrast against mature skin. They tend to complement silver or white hair beautifully, and they reflect more light, making your face appear fresher and more radiant. Let me share an example. Carla, 68, had a closet full of black. She wore it because it was easy and safe. But after switching to navy and charcoal near her face, her entire look changed. "People kept asking me if I had been on vacation," she said. "All I did was stop wearing so much black." Another tip: use black for contrast wisely. A black handbag or belt can create sharpness and definition without overwhelming your features. And here's the thing: when you reduce your reliance on black, you'll often discover a whole new palette that feels more joyful, alive, and expressive. Color has energy. It lifts you. And after 60, that lightness is gold. So wear black if you love it, but use it like seasoning, not the whole dish. Tip 4. Avoid overly busy prints. They overwhelm, not enhance. Prints can be powerful. They add personality, flair, and movement to any outfit. But there's a fine line between prints that elevate your style and prints that overwhelm your presence. After 60, the difference becomes even more pronounced. Certain busy, chaotic, or oversized prints can do more harm than good, making you look older, drowning out your natural beauty, and pulling attention away from your face. You've probably seen it before. A blouse filled with tiny multicolored flowers, zigzags, dots, paisleys, and abstract swirls all competing for attention. These prints can feel fun, but when worn on mature skin and changing body lines, they often appear noisy or unbalanced. Instead of bringing lightness, they create confusion. Instead of adding structure, they blur your silhouette. Why does this matter? Because as we age, clarity in what we wear becomes more important. What we put on should frame us, not fight with us. Busy prints pull focus. They create visual clutter. And in photos or mirrors, they can completely overshadow your best features. Here's what to avoid. Tiny scattered prints that create a wall of color effect. Loud, high-contrast patterns near the face. Oversized motifs that stretch awkwardly across the bust or waist. Clashing color palettes that don't complement your skin tone. Now, here's what works beautifully. Simple, elegant prints with breathing space, like soft florals, subtle geometric shapes, or watercolor patterns. Low-contrast combinations, such as navy on blue, taupe on cream, or blush on rose. These are far more flattering than black and white or red on yellow chaos. Vertical elements in prints, like subtle stripes or flowing vines, help elongate your figure and guide the eye smoothly. A real-world example. Margaret, 66, loved wearing bright paisley dresses that were fun but never photographed well. One day she tried on a navy blouse with light ivory leaves spaced evenly across it. Suddenly, her eyes popped, her smile lit up, and the compliments started rolling in. "I didn't change who I was," she said. "I just stopped hiding under my clothes." Another helpful tip. Balance your outfit. If your top has a soft print, pair it with a solid neutral bottom, or vice versa. Let your prints be a conversation, not a shouting match. And remember, you don't need to eliminate prints to look modern, you just need to curate them. After all, your personality is already bold. Your wardrobe doesn't have to scream it. Tip 5. Say no to shapeless clothing. Comfort shouldn't mean disappearing. Comfort is a priority, especially after 60. But somewhere along the way, comfortable became confused with shapeless. Oversized tops, boxy tunics, flowy pants with elastic waistbands, long cardigans that hang like curtains. These might feel easy to wear, but they often rob your body of structure and your style of intention. Here's the truth. You don't have to choose between comfort and style, but you do have to choose clothing that honors your shape, not hides it. Let's be honest. Many women over 60 begin to reach for looser fits because of body changes. That's natural. The waist softens, the shoulders round. The arms may carry more weight. But dressing to camouflage everything often backfires. It makes you look bigger than you are. Worse, it sends a silent message. I've given up on showing up. Shapeless clothes swallow your silhouette. They hide your curves, erase your waist, and remove any sense of polish or presence. In photos, you may disappear. In person, you may feel less powerful, and over time, your reflection can stop feeling like you. So, how do you reclaim both comfort and confidence? Choose structure with softness. Look for pieces that have shape but still feel forgiving. Wrap dresses, tailored blouses with a bit of stretch, or pants with a structured waistband and slight taper. These let your natural lines shine without clinging uncomfortably. Highlight your best parts. Maybe it's your collarbones, your ankles, your neck, or even your smile. Wearing a V-neck, a slightly cropped jacket, or three-quarter sleeve top can frame those features without screaming for attention. Create definition. Add a belt to a loose dress. Try a jacket that nips in at the waist. Even subtle darts or seams can guide the eye and shape the figure. Say yes to shape, no to stiffness. Avoid stiff or heavy fabrics that create bulk. Opt instead for drapey materials that glide over your body, like soft jersey, bamboo blends, or light cotton linen mixes. Let's look at a real example. Helen, 70, used to only wear oversized tunics because she didn't want to fuss. But when she tried on a simple wrap blouse with a subtle waist tie, everything changed. It was still comfortable, she said, but I finally felt like myself again. Another common trap: long, straight cardigans that cover everything. Yes, they're cozy, but worn without shape underneath, they can stretch your frame downward. Instead, choose cardigans with a defined shoulder or waist seam, or wear them open over a fitted top to keep your outline visible. The goal is not to chase youth. The goal is to feel seen again. Your style can grow more elegant, more assured, more distinctly you, without ever squeezing, pinching, or pretending. You've earned comfort, but don't disappear for it. Comfort isn't the opposite of beauty. When done right, comfort becomes your beauty's best friend. Aging doesn't mean fading, it means evolving. And how you dress can reflect that truth beautifully. Avoiding certain style pitfalls, like dull colors, tight necklines, heavy fabrics, shapeless silhouettes, or outdated prints, doesn't mean following fashion rules. It means protecting your presence. It means reminding the world, and yourself, that confidence has no age. The real secret isn't to look younger. It's to look present, to dress in a way that says, I still care, I still glow, I still belong. So the next time you stand in front of the mirror, don't ask, how can I hide? Ask instead, how can I shine?